All right, hey guys, welcome. I'm trying to get a better camera angle here because I am shut up in my car once again doing a live video. My hair is a mess because I just drove down here in a hurry because I'm late. There's cars driving past, a big old truck driving past. It's out of control, going crazy. Everything's weird and wild. Uncomfortable because it's not easy going live from your car, but that's just where we're at right now. So I'm going to go ahead and tweet this out to tell everybody that we are live. And if you guys are wondering where the title of today's live stream came from, if you were following me on Twitter last night, I mentioned that I was talking with one of my guy friends, and he and I were discussing the fact that I need to become proficient with my usage of a firearm and also purchase one. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys, for those of you who saw the tweet, do you guys like the suggestions that he gave? Do you have other suggestions? What kind of gun should I buy? Because I think it's kind of a given. I really do need one. When you're a single woman living alone, you probably need a gun. So, yeah. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are you guys like pro Second Amendment people that are following me? Do you guys support the Second Amendment? Do you guys think women should own guns? Do you think I need to own a gun? Stuff like that. So I'm tweeting out. I'm live talking about whether I should buy a gun. Actually, it should be whether or not I should buy a gun. How about just watch here, paste. And then as always, we always need correct emoji to include with the tweet because it's just a thing. Click, click, click. Click, click. There. Tweet. All right, we got it. I know you guys really enjoy watching me tweet about or talk about what I'm tweeting while I'm on the live stream, but that's just kind of, again, it entertains me, and you guys get what entertains me on this whole live stream here. So let's see. Somebody commented, Stag Arms M1, great price and a free t-shirt. Oh, that's good to know. I'll keep an eye out for that. Basically, here's my other question. Where do you guys recommend going to like learn about like gun safety and how to properly use a gun? And that, because that's more where I'm at. I've never used one. I've never even touched one. I've never been, I guess I've been in the same room with one, but I've not had any experience with guns at all. And but I have a lot of military friends. I have guy friends that aren't like, rifle enthusiasts and all the rest of it. So I guess my question for you guys is, where do you recommend that I go? Or like, because my concern is I don't want to show up to like a mediocre shooting range and have people messing around or playing games or, being dangerous and stuff like that. So I don't know. Again, I have no experience with any of this stuff. So please let me know in the comments what you guys think. Where like, what are there, like chains of rifle or gun training outlets? Like, I have no idea how this works. So let me know in the comments. Tor TJ says your local range will have a message board offering various classes. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to check that out. Right now I'm in NorCal. There was a great shooting range that was recommended to me by somebody who is actually an expert marks woman. She's an award-winning shot, shall we say. And she recommended to me a place when I lived in SoCal, but obviously that's a 6-hour drive at this point, so I'm not going to be going to that one anytime soon. So let me know any other suggestions in the comments about guns, shooting guns, all that kind of stuff. So, Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Because I really don't want to talk about quarantine. I want to talk about anything but that. So let's see. I'm going through my mentions over on Twitter. Somebody says I need to take a class on shooting a gun over on Twitter. Yes, I agree. I mean, I'm down with that. Right now, I've got quite a bit of downtime where I can do stuff like that. So let me know what. Here's the other thing. Like, how long do these things take? These are some other questions that I have. Like, do classes, like, do you have to like block out a day, or is it like an hour-long one or a 2-hour one? Like, how does all of this work? Is it, and also, is it like, is this whole thing like super complicated, or I don't know. I again, I'm just asking dumb questions because I literally have no knowledge about this, and I don't really know what to expect. So I'm just trying to figure out if I go, or should I say, when I go, how much time should I block off for it? How much will it end up costing? I mean, obviously, I can do all this research on my own, but these are just questions that I have that I need to get answered. And if anybody on this live stream has answers, that would be awesome. Charles Pets says NRA should be able to direct you as well. I should check them out. I should also, I'm actually friends with Antonia Okafor. I don't know why I'm not just messaging her on Facebook and saying, hey, what do I need to know about guns? What do I need to know over here? So I should probably hit her up and see if she has any information about that. So what are your guys' shows that you're watching right now on Netflix? Because I'm wrapping up Star Trek Enterprise, and I'm not overly thrilled with it, I have to say. I'm kind of It was good. Actually, I think I liked season 3 the best. Pardis is watching. Oh my gosh, yay! Pardis, we need to do a show together for sure. But back to Star Trek Enterprise. I have not been happy with this 4th season. It feels like they're just trying to remake original series episodes over again. So that's super frustrating to me. Parta says, let's do a show together. So you guys saw it here first on the live stream. Partis and I will be doing a show together sometime in the future. So that's very exciting. And I have lots of time. So we can schedule that for whenever people are available. But yeah, please let me know let me know in the comments what you guys are watching on Netflix during this period of nationwide boredom, really. Charles Pett says, I'm just going to call you Charles because I'm butchering everybody's last name, and I apologize. Babylon Berlin, and then you're going to be watching Last Kingdom on the 26th. Interesting. Okay, I'll have to look into those. My dad is like super into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and I was the one who was originally into it and then got my whole family into it, and then the show went down the hill, and then I was like, I can't watch this anymore. It's too bad. But my dad is still watching it, so I know through him that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the final season will be starting on May 27th, and so I am going to at least give the first couple of episodes a shot because they're bringing back some of my favorite characters from another show that's kind of a crossover show. So that's a thing that's happening. Let's see. I'm looking at messages over on Twitter. Somebody says, I don't know guns, but if you ask Steven Crowder, dude will tell you to try the Walther. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Actually, I was going to be on a podcast, not with Steven Crowder, but with Steven Crowder's brother. I need to circle back with them, but his co-host Donovan is one of my very good friends who you guys have seen on my show every now and again. And he mentioned that he'd like to have me come on as a guest on their show. So I need to ask him if that's still happening, but that would be super cool. I've met Steven Crowder once, and I shouldn't even say meet. I was in the same room with him, standing next to him, managing like PR, but and not for Steven Crowder, for another outlet. But yeah, it was like he's super tall. Don't get me wrong, but I was like under the impression he was like a giant of a man. And he's just, I guess, because I had recently also been in the same room and I actually did meet Glenn Beck. I met Glenn Beck, and he is so much taller than I expected. And then I met Steven Crowder, and even though, yes, he's like, I don't know what, 6'2", 6'3", he's a very large man. He just wasn't as tall because I had him built up so big. And then comparing him to Glenn Beck, he's shorter than Glenn Beck. So that's my little story about Steven Crowder. But anyway, I hope to be able to work out that guest appearance on over on Jordan Crowder's show over on YouTube. Hopefully in the near future. That would be so much fun. Especially because I've never met Jordan. I'm only friends with his co-host, who also next week. So his co-host Donovan will be on my show next week. We actually recorded this Saturday because we are both bored and we like doing really long episodes. So, and not to mention, he actually was the guy who was recommending the buying of the guns to me. So that's where we're at with my You Got It podcast. And here's another thing I wanted to mention to you guys. So one of the things I'm planning once I get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, that means I will be able to live stream from my phone. Because right now I don't have 1,000 subscribers and I can only live stream from my computer, and that's a pain. So I was wondering what you guys thought. Are you guys going to be wanting... I know I'm like starting the sentence over 100 times, but here's what I'd like. I'd like to be able to do weekday live streams like Pardis does. I don't know that they'd be in the evening necessarily, because evening West Coast is very, very late for most of the rest of the country. And I think the majority of my followers, except for I've got like a couple of Aussies, and that's pretty much it. Maybe a Brit here and there, but most of them live in the US. So I don't know what the timing would be, but I'd like to be able to do daily live streams on the weekdays. And I wouldn't be able to do that unless I could do a mobile device, because it's just a real pain to be lugging your computer around constantly. So let me know what you guys think of that, and whether that's something you guys would want to watch. Do you guys think the live streams are more fun than the regular episodes? Based on the numbers, what I'm seeing right now, you guys prefer the live streams, and that's what I used to do. That my show or my channel used to be exclusively live streams. So, I guess what I'm asking you guys is that something like, are the analytics lying to me? Do you guys really want to see live streams? Do you want to see more episodes? I actually was talking to Classically Abby about doing another episode with her. I need to follow up with her again. But do you guys like those kinds of episodes? Do you guys like I've got a Batman episode coming up, reviewing Batman the animated series. So just let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. I'm just really trying to feel out what's fun, what's interesting. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So I know I said I didn't want to talk about politics, but I will bring up the reason why I'm live streaming at 11:45, 11:30 today. There was rumors that there was going to be a second protest today, and I have not heard anything. Here's the deal. Basically, the governor of California and several other of the lefty states got together and said, hey, Facebook, please stop these people from organizing through your platform and protesting. There were 30,000 people in Sacramento protesting against the governor and against the stay-at-home orders locking down small businesses. So I haven't been able to get information on protests anywhere. I was told through word of mouth that there was one happening today at noon. It's almost noon now. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I just really need to find out if this is actually happening. So that's why I'm down here today. And that's why I was a little bit late, because I was having to drive to get here. So, yeah, that's my story. So I'm going to be wrapping this up a little bit earlier than usual, just because I want to, walk up there and see if the protest is actually happening. Are there any other questions you guys have, or suggestions you have for the podcasts or the content I'm putting out on YouTube? I see you guys are liking the Periscope being back. My Periscopes actually get way more views than anything else. So let me know if you guys want more Periscopes. You might get a Periscope in the next 10 minutes if a protest is happening. So check me out on Periscope at WarriorWoman91. Subscribe to this channel. This is another thing I just really want to stress to people. If you want to see more content from me and, more like real-time content and live streams and stuff like that, I need to get the subscribers up because YouTube has locked everything down so that only big channels can do things. So, and I'm not saying 1,000 subscribers makes you a big channel, but 1,000 subscribers is like the threshold to do pretty much anything. You can't monetize unless you have 1,000 subscribers. You can't live stream from mobile. Just little inconvenient things that they've changed so that it just makes people that are just starting out that much, it just makes their lives that much more difficult when it comes to live streaming or putting out content. So I'm really stressing to you guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so that I can put out more content that you guys might like, so that you can possibly get daily live streams and stuff like that. That's something I'm working on. And then additionally, I did start a Patreon. I haven't promoted it at all because I don't have any like perks for people who like sign up for it yet. So that's why I haven't pushed it at all. But my other question to you guys is, what kind of extra stuff for a Patreon supporter, like a level, what would you guys want? Because what I'm thinking long term is like potentially having merch, and you guys get free merch for the different subscriber levels or whatever on through Patreon or whatever. That's like my initial idea. But what do you guys? I want to hear what you guys want, and I'm going to put the link to my Patreon in the old chat here. Doing my little Michael Knowles impression. This is not what I wanted. I guess maybe it is. It's UTM nonsense. Come on, guys. Okay, well, this link is weird, but here's the link. Put the link in there. You guys can click the link and you can find out if you want to support. Again, I have no like levels of support yet, so I don't blame you guys for not wanting to support yet, because you're not going to get anything back at this time. But potentially long term, what I'd like to do is have merch and then have you guys get free merch, or other perks like that. But please let me know what you guys are interested in seeing through the old Patreon. I want to give a thank you. Somebody just subscribed, and I'm going to give them a live shout out right now because I'm just that nice of a person. Not really. I'm just kidding. But Nita Lane, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. You are one of the few people that has gotten a shout out in the live stream, so you should feel special right now. Let's see. I'm just going through. Little Michael Knowles impression. Speaking of Michael Knowles, I need to have him back on my show. I had texted him quite some time ago to see if he was available, and he didn't text me back, so I usually take that as either a no or he's just not answering his texts right now. It's hard to get Michael Knowles to respond to texts unless you're sending him like a coupon for food or something. It's hard, but he will respond, and I will get him on the show eventually. So we got to have Michael Knowles back. He hasn't been on the show in like 2 years, I think. Maybe even 3. More like 2.5. I think it was 2018. I forget. It was right before I moved to LA. I remember he came on my show, and it was a fireworks of an experience. So I'm going to go walk up and see if there is a protest going on. I will let you guys know. Check out my Periscope if you're interested in watching that. If it happens, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I know my dad will be out with his sign as usual, but other than that, I don't know what's going on. So thank you guys so much for watching the live stream. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to get those notifications, because that's what the YouTubers say, and so that's why I say it. And I will talk to you guys on the next video.